last election, I started my speech thanking all my supporters and my volunteers here. Without them, we will not be standing on this stage. Unfortunately, my principal election, also my eldest brother, passed away due to fatigue. But I know I have to carry on because it is his last wish that opposition parties like NSP should have more people walking into the parliament. This is the least I can do for my brother to fulfill his last wish. And I hope my fellow volunteers and party supporters, please take care of yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. I cannot afford to lose any one of you anymore. A lot of people ask me, why should NSP contest Marine Parade? Is it because of Ting Pei-Ling? Everybody thought she is the weakest link. I can tell you that's not the case. Who is the weakest link in the Marine Parade? You are right, Goh Chok-tong. Why? Yes, where is our Swiss standard of living? World Cup. Now, Swiss standard of living, we may not have, you know. We still have elderly people pushing their carts every morning, collecting carton boxes, cans, just to make a living. We still have people sitting by the side of coffee shop, hawker center, waiting for us to finish our meals, and they walk up and eat whatever is left over. This is called the Swiss standard of living. Well, we may not have Swiss standard of living, but we have Swiss cost of living. Now, maybe the younger voters do not know what happens in the 1990s. You may be young by then. There's always a saying, if you want to know why certain things happen at present, you have to look into the history. And what will happen in future, you have to look what is happening right now. I will run through a short list of things that Goh Chok-tong, when Goh Chok-tong was a Prime Minister, what he did to the whole country. Singapore used to be a very good country in the 70s and the 80s. PAP, with due respect to all ministers they have, like Dr. Goh Keng Swee, they are very socialist. They take care of the people. They take care of our jobs. They take care of a cheap roof over our head. And they take care of our health care costs. No one is left to death when they cannot pay for their health care costs, hospital bills. No one will be left to live in Changi Beach if you cannot afford a roof over your head. You can just rent a flat. I come from a poor family. I have 8 brothers and sisters, now short of 1. I live in a 1-room flat. If you do not know what is 1-room flat, there isn't any one. I don't think there is any. There's only 1.5-room flat. 1 room and with a living room. That's it. 10 of us have to sleep in that flat. But at the very least, we have a roof over our flat, over our heads, and we can carry on, make money, study, and grow up. No one has been left behind. in the 70s and the 80s. But look at us now. No money, no talk.
Yeah, correct. No money, no talk. Yeah.
Why?
Correct.
What went wrong? It started off with the Goh Chok Tong administration. He tried to turn this country into a company. That is why those who are in study economics, we always call Singapore a Singapore Incorporation. When it becomes a company, what will happen? A company will have to make money. The company will have to peg the salary of the CEOs to the profit margin or the profit. And that is what we're having right now. The focus of this government is no longer you and me. The focus of this government is about GDP growth, so that their minister pay can go higher and higher, from 1 million, 2 million, and now to 3 million. And bonuses, 8 months of bonuses. And this is the cost of the Goh Chok Tong administration. Where he said, cast his stone, this is how this country will run. For his generation, for my generation, and for your future generation. Do you want that? He started off with asset enhancement, which is actually asset inflation. Imagine my parents in the 1980s only paid $30,000 for a simple 4-room flat. We upgraded from the 70s, from a 1.5 room flat, we upgraded to 4-room flat. $30,000. Pay in full in 5 years, not 30 years. Because with the land reform, Land Acquisition Act is actually a land reform. The government acquired a lot of land from my forefathers and your forefathers at very dirt cheap price. At $1 or 70 cents per square meters is not per square foot. We take it in stride because the nation needs to develop. Our forefathers say, okay, you can take our land, but make sure you take care of us having a roof over our flat, our head. And of course, we expect them to take care of our generations, future generations. What went wrong? After acquiring 80% of our land, this government turned into the company, a monopoly of land. And it started to sell our future generations, our younger generations, at 300,000, 400,000. DBSS actually selling at 400, 500,000 for a simple roof over our head. This is what went wrong. It started off with Goh Chok Tong administration. And ERPs, COEs, also came from Goh administration. Not my administration. I have no relation to Goh Chok Tong, right? It's Goh Chok Tong administration. In the name, they started ERP and COE in the name of controlling the traffic. So we do not have congested traffic. But do we have congested traffic right now? Who should be accountable for that? Yes. Because he wanted to make money. It is a revenue mechanism that doesn't work. And the healthcare costs, we have been seeing healthcare subsidies being cut and cut and cut since he comes about. That is why they give us a false sense of affordability. You have to remember this word, false sense of affordability. Because if you do not get cash out of your pocket, you thought that it's free, but it is not. It is just like what Mama Tan says about you do not fork cash to pay for your flat. Is it cheap? It is not. This is a false sense of affordability. Healthcare. It started off with MediShield, MediSave, Medicare, MediFund. And it's not enough. And they start to say means testing. That is how they continue cutting the subsidies for our generation and our future generation. Do you want that? It started with Goh Chok Tong administration. Of course, the most famous thing that Goh Chok Tong administration have installed is a GST system. You like GST? No. So you must understand, what we are suffering right now, it is a heritage for the past, which come from Goh Chok Tong administration. Do you want accountability from him? Yes. Do you want to vote for him? No. Do you want to vote him out? Yes. Now, Goh Chok Tong administration, all this is not all. The most important thing that is done to our generation and our future generation is to destroy our social morals. Maybe you do not feel it, but I'll explain why. The GRC system, from 3%, 4%, 5%, up to 6%, the most kiasu prime minister we have. And this is against common sense. When our minorities, like the Malays and Indians, is only 25% or 30%, why should I have 6-man GRCs? It is purely politicking. And this politicking make us lose the morals of this society. And nobody, not everybody, has stood up against it. I cannot stand up against it. Only you, the votes, can make a difference. To tell them, if you want to play this game, you are going to lose 5 MPs together. And one minister altogether. Or even 2 ministers. You have to make a stand. It is about time to safeguard our future generation, our future. Now, the worst part is, in 1997, I remember very carefully, the Goh Chok Tong administration uses HDB upgrading as a pork barrel politicking. What does it mean? You want something from me, you have to vote for me. That is against social morals. This is the key. Because you have no social justice, you have no sense of social equality and fairness. The whole generation have lost the social morals because of this politicking. Of course, last but not least, ministerial pay. As I explained, when you run it as a company, the only way to be self-serving is to aim for that GDP growth. Whether you have job or not, it doesn't matter. Do you want to vote for Goh Chok Tong? No. Please vote for my team. Thank you.
That was our Secretary General, Mr. Goh Meng Seng.